and I was getting in auditions because I'm a voice actor, if you're new here and you didn't know that. So that's why I am a couple of minutes late. I decided that as I was coming back in here, just to get us rolling, I'm gonna make my coffee while we start our chat, and then we'll head upstairs. Also hoping that one little Miss Mabel is gonna be a good girl while we do our live, and that I don't have to like take her out in the middle of it or something. When I used to do, where is all this hair coming from? I don't even know. When I used to do lives 9 years ago, when I started on Periscope, I had a baby. Now I have another one. I didn't see this coming, if I'm being honest. I didn't see it coming. Okay, let's get the coffee going. Okay, you guys, I love this thing. Have you tried a cold brewer before? I got this a couple of years ago. It is dreamy. I had actually ordered one off of Amazon and it came and it was plastic. And I was like, I don't feel great about that because coffee, you know, it's acidic. There's Sarah. And I didn't feel great about having the plastic one. So I found this one on Amazon. It's glass and it's just got like this little metal, I don't know if you can see through the glass. Do you see that? There's like a metal sifter thing in there that I put the coffee into, pour the water through, and it's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze. All right. Mabel is adorable this morning, isn't she though? She's always adorable. She's so cute. Hello, good morning, all the Sarahs. We've got Sarahs coming out the ears. Okay, I also, because it's cold in my house, you know, it's like no way to have any sort of regulatory temperature. We're finally maybe deciding to have summer here in the Pacific Northwest. It has been chilly for a long time. We had some warm weather this weekend. So now the air's been on and it's freezing inside. So I have my little trusty microwavable heater with me like at all times. Want to see what I got at the yard sale this weekend? Okay, I know we're gonna get to the planning, but I gotta get my coffee, and we went yard selling. I never go yard selling. I'm always I'm like, why would I go buy other people's trash? Like what? Why? I have enough trash in my own house. Like, why has that pan been sitting up there for 2 years? I have enough trash in my own house, but my boyfriend thought it would be a fun date if we got up at the crack of dawn and we went yard sailing on Saturday. Well, it turns out we spent $18 and we got so much like good stuff. So let me show you the things that I'm the most excited about, all right? Do you see? It's a Yeti and it is like in good shape. The place that we got it from, this lady, she was not gonna take a bargain. I'm telling you what, she was like a stickler on her prices. So my boyfriend waited for her to go in the house and he talked to the husband. So we got a really good deal. But I got this Yeti. It is like brand new. Everything was super clean. She was selling like sheets and towels, and she had like folded them and wrapped them with ribbon. And good morning, Joy. She was like, she had her stuff together. She was trying to get top dollar by wrapping everything up with ribbon, but everything was very clean and I felt really good about that. So I got a brand new, to me, Yeti, which I feel like is amazing. Did I already make you, Sarah, are you just like permanently no, you just are a moderator now, apparently, on my channel. I just already made you a moderator. Okay, so I got this Yeti. We got 3, oh, they're wet on the bottom, 3 of these Starbucks, I don't know where my lid went, Starbucks metal cups. We got this one that I thought was super cute with the floral design, and then we got like a purpley one, and then another one that I thought kind of looked like unicorn-esque. I hope they don't have lead, but I think if they do have lead, it's like in the spot that is not actually touching your drink. So that's what I'm gonna hope for with this. Anyway, I'm very excited about it. Got this for $2. Each of these for $1. These are normally a lot of money. I also got a steamer. I've been needing a steamer for a while. I haven't had an iron or anything since I moved out of my parents' house over 5 years ago. And so it was time. It was time. So anyway, I'm gonna make my coffee since I've chatted about it for long enough. This is very large. This is more coffee than I normally drink. So, also, have we already talked about this? Maybe we have. I've been using creatine because I like to pump iron. No, I do lift weights. I'm on a break this week though. It's the first like full week break I've taken since I've been doing Train Well since last September. And my trainer was like, you've been so diligent, which I have been more than I've ever been in my life for any other kind of workout. And so she was like, we're gonna give you a break this week. And I thought, that's great, because I'm on my period. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a big cup of coffee. So we're gonna do a little extra stevia. Okay, couple for good measure. I normally put vanilla in my coffee, but I don't know. I think I'm out. Unless I have, hold please. I might have this weird vanilla from, I do. Let's give this a try. You guys, we're getting saucy up in here. I'm gonna put some bourbon in my coffee. Bourbon vanilla bean paste from Trader Joe's. This could be real weird. You can see those vanilla beans. I'm telling you what, I don't know. It's like, do you see that? We're gonna give it a whirl. What's the worst that could happen? Right? I mean, okay. Let's see if I can get this to actually come off the knife. That's another good question. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's gonna come off. Okay. All right. How does this work? I thought it was such a fun idea to get vanilla bean paste, but maybe I was wrong. I don't know. We're gonna give it a try. Okay. I'm gonna just add cream in here. I promise I'm almost done. I'm taking forever, like I'm a barista or something. Baristas are probably faster than I am. So how was your guys' weekend? We went golfing like a lot. And we haven't been in 2 years, and in the last week, we've been 3 times. And my shoulder is like, hi, you need to calm down. So I think we're gonna take a little bit of a, not a break per se, just a pause in our golfing, because yeah, it's intense. But we had a great weekend, and I got a lot done yesterday. I'm feeling really good. We did so much planning. You guys, I can't wait to sit down and tell you about it once I'm finally done with this coffee. We did so much planning for our kids and like how this summer is gonna roll. I'm feeling really good about it. I still feel like there's some like tweaks and pieces that we're gonna be pulling into place, but we said that from the get-go. Like that was our deal. Let me get a straw. I think I prefer a straw. Where are all my straws? I swear my children have nabbed all my metal straws. And they are now nowhere to be found. I guess I'm not using a straw this morning. Cool, that's fine. Okay, we'll just go with this. We'll go with this. We're heading upstairs. I've lost all the interest. Everybody's like, you're boring. Oh, where'd you get that wrapper? You were being naughty. Okay, she got a wrapper. I gotta get this. You have your combined desk built. Now you have to sort out what goes back in it. That's always a thing. Have a garage sale. Somebody will come buy your junk. Okay, now I forgot. I barricaded the stairs so that she would not go upstairs while... Maybe we should just chill down here. I don't have the energy to like be moving everything around. I'm gonna set you guys up right here in my kitchen, and we're gonna actually get down to business. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Okay, no, I'm joking. if you couldn't tell. Okay, we're gonna get the computer out, so if we're gonna be talking about planning, it's gonna be so good. All right, we finally made it. That was a long introduction, but I love hanging out with you guys in the morning. Mabel, it's not time for you to be up here. Okay, let's talk about the planning that we did over the weekend. It was so good. What? No, you cannot be on the counter. What are you thinking? So sorry. That's some good coffee. She's shocking. You're making your coffee and one child is still sleeping. You had a chain of storms come through and he lost some sleep. One up and ready to roar, the other one sleeping. Oh, I hear you. That often, I feel like that kind of thing happens around here. I had a rough night of sleep one night this weekend because of this one. She just would not settle. Okay, do you want down or do you not like the heater? Okay, you can get down. Go. Read some books. Does anyone know what that's from? That was a very obscure reference. Okay, you guys, I swear, we're going to talk about something good. So if you don't know who I am, if you are here and you're like, why is this lady just chatting random junk? Mabel, down. And looking like, she just rolled out of bed. It's because this is what I looked like when I rolled out of bed. And we are here to do a morning show. I am MacKenzie Koppa. I am the podcaster behind Live Well Anyway, which you can find wherever you get your podcasts. I also do like productivity videos and that sort of thing here on YouTube. I do this morning show now 5 days a week. For this summer. I do it 3 days here on YouTube, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Instagram at MacKenzie Koppa on Tuesday and Thursday. So I would love for you to join us. We're gonna get stuff done. And this week is actually our Get Traction week, if you guys didn't know that. So if you hop over to Live Well Anyway, wherever you get your podcasts, and you listen to the episode from last week, it's all about getting traction on all those little things that you've been procrastinating on, the things that you've needed to get done, those backlogged items. You might be feeling a little overwhelmed by all the things that you have on your plate. How do you get it all done? Well, that episode is all about steps to get traction on those things that have been lingering and you want to get them accomplished this summer. So I give you a whole plan for how to do that. I also have a free Trello board template that you can get at, I never know whether to say template or template. So we're going to use them interchangeably. So you can go to MacKenzieKoppa.com/get traction and be able to get access to that board. And that board is what is going to help you to set yourself up to make the plan going forward so you can actually get those things done. And it takes you through brain dumping and prioritizing and all of the things so that you can get some traction. And we're gonna start this week. This is Get Traction Week. I want you to pick at least one item per day off of that list to get done so that you can get traction and you can get off to a good start before you even get to July this summer. You can be really getting some things underway that have maybe been, hanging over your head and you just don't want to worry about anymore. So again, you can go to MacKenzieKoppa.com/get traction, listen to that podcast episode, ask me if you have any questions. It's going to be really good. Like the kids' school space and your garage, get traction on those things. You've been putting that off, Joy. It's a good time. It's a good time to do it. I'm telling you what. I do wish I had a straw. All right. What did I open my computer for? My planning. Okay. I got back after it. I really made sure that I have mapped out my day well today so that I can maximize my productivity, because this is one thing that Katrina's here. Hello, lady. So this is something that I feel really passionately about, that I get more done if I pick a time. I have a YouTube video about this, that I think that asking that when question is really essential to us being able to actually follow through on the things that we say we're going to get done. And so I always 100% am more productive when I map out my day, when I create the way forward. So I just have to follow the plan and I don't have to make the decisions in the moment. So I did that this past weekend. We mapped out our own time, but also our kids' time. So you just got to work, but you're going to listen while you open up. I love that. I love that I can join you, Katrina. So what we started with looking at our schedules. This is we're going to break it down for you. Break it down. How we managed to do this to because between me and my boyfriend, if you didn't know, we live across the street from each other. We have 5 kids who reside here most of the time. And we have a lot of navigating then to try to do. We both work from home. I'm a voice actor and a podcaster and a YouTuber. So there are definite times in the day when I need quiet so that I can record and do all those kinds of things. And so there's a lot of navigating with the kids in the summer specifically, obviously. So to form a schedule that was going to kind of work for all of us, we looked at both of our own schedules and saw where we were going to have overlap, where I'm starting my day earlier in the day than he is, and where he has some give and take with his schedule. So where we could be present for the kids and where the other one was going to need to be more off doing things. So we kind of figured that out. And then we decided on some tent poles. Let's call them tent poles of time first. So in our day, the tent poles that we were looking for were the meal times, the getting up and getting ready time, the chore time, and we want to have, he's calling it, I don't know how much I will actually be participating, but he's calling it fit fun. It's hard for me to not add in the fab at the beginning of that. Any of you familiar with Fab Fit Fun? But he came up with the name, so I'm not going to challenge him on it. Fit Fun. So that's an hour and a half where he wants to be playing sports with the kids and getting them active and making sure we completely wear them out before they go to bed at night. So, and our kids are older. Okay, so we range in age from 9 to 18. So we are giving more structure to the younger ones, and then that structure tapers off a little bit as they get older, but there are some of these tent poles that we are putting into place because we're running into things like I would be trying to record a podcast, and my 18-year-old would roll out of bed because we hadn't communicated, and so he would roll out of bed in the middle of my podcast and go and get in the shower, and then it was really noisy and I couldn't record, and I would have to pause what I was doing because that was when he decided to go take a shower. So we were we need to have some understanding between us, some communication, so that we don't all get frustrated and lose our minds. So by having these tent poles in place, it's this is your window. This is your window where I will not be recording, where you could do those things. So I think that is really helpful to have those. So the tent poles are kind of for everybody. We're going to have everybody getting up right around 8 o'clock, getting up. They have that hour between 8 and 9 to get up, get their breakfast, get themselves kind of going, ready, whatever that looks like for them during the day, get up and get moving. And then from 9 to 9:30 is chore time. We got a whole thing worked out for how we are doing the chores. We have staple chores in both of our houses, and we're going to draw lots. That I don't know why that came to my mind. We're going to roll dice. But I'm weird and was raised in the church, so I can't help myself but to say that we're going to draw lots. So we're going to do that today, and every week they're going to roll dice to be able to figure out who is going to pick their chores first, and that is their chores for the week. And they're going to be responsible for their laundry, their personal space, and then for a couple of chores. You want your neighbor kid to do PE with your kids this summer? Hey, outsource. Absolutely. You love that you're not the only person needing structure for all the days, or for all the days all summer. Well, especially with when you're working from home, I just think it's essential. And for these younger ones, and even the older ones, to know within certain bounds, this is what we're going to do. And we're trying to get buy-in from the older ones so that the younger ones are gung-ho. So we're going to do, that's kind of what the morning looks like. And then everybody kind of splits off and does their own thing. So we have a very structured, every half an hour schedule for the younger ones because we want them working on they have Lexia and Dreambox from their school. We want them reading. We want both of them working on their penmanship this summer. We want like a lot of those kinds of little things. So we've created a schedule. You want to see it? You want to see my fancy little spreadsheet? Let me show you. Let me show you. I gotta collapse some of this other stuff down. Okay. Let me flip it around, okay? All right. Sorry for the glare. There we go. Okay, so like I said, wake up, chores. These are the youngest two. We're gonna have them like coloring, writing, reading and snack, Lexia. Then they get some like free electronics time. This is our lunch hour. This is the time when you can make noise in the kitchen. And then outside time, music. These two are both wanting to become drummers. We got them drum pads that they can be working on while they're like listening to music on Spotify or watching a YouTube video that's instructional for drumming. They could also have my 18-year-old show them some things because he is a drummer. Then they'll be doing their dream box. Then we have, this is another tent pole I forgot to say, for everybody, it is resetting the house. I don't know why I wrote that 5 times. I should have done the same thing I did here. So I will fix that. But resetting the house, I'll talk about that in a second. There's our Fit Fun, our Fab Fit Fun. Then it's kind of like an open, then they kind of have free time for the rest of the night. They can grab a quick snack after Fit Fun. And then the dinner window, this is generally within this window that dinner will be made and eaten. And honestly, like on my nights that I'm making dinner, I'm hoping to start a little bit earlier because I want to be able to just get us going a little bit faster. But like when I was talking about it with my boyfriend, he was like, I'm going to want a break after doing the FabFitFun if I'm making dinner. And so we just want to like give the kids an idea of how the flow will go, what is going to generally be expected at what times, that we're not going to kind of like ask for things outside of those times. So I'm also doing voice lessons with two of the two older girls. And because that was the music that they wanted to do this summer, so in the afternoon, they both have a time reserved to be able to do that. My 11, almost 12-year-old, she's working for me this summer, so her mornings, unless she's like working at a camp, because she's working at some ballet camps, if she's not doing that, then she is like meeting with me in the morning and then like editing my podcast and creating graphics for social media and different things like that. She's going to be taking a couple of courses that are all about social media management. Like I am getting her set to help me out. So that is kind of like what her day looks like. But we wanted all of them to focus on reading this summer. We have a book that I want most of the kids to listen to, like especially the older kids, on Audible. They're going to be listening to Will Guidara's Unreasonable Hospitality. I think it is excellent. If you have not listened to it or read it, do it. It is so worth it. It is so good. And I think it's valuable to even have our kids listen to it because he's got so much great wisdom in there and ideas on how we can have service attitudes towards other people, even if you don't work within the service industry. I think it's completely applicable to our families. It's so good. This is good for them to see how you have to structure time to accomplish things, especially if they end up self-employed entrepreneurs. Absolutely. And some of our kids have like summer projects that they're having to work on. So like, even though the older two, they're high schoolers. So we have a 14-year-old and an 18-year-old, a freshman and a senior. And like my senior, he's having to work on a lot of college prep stuff for trying to do all these different applications for all of these different schools for film school. He's got a lot of extra things that not everyone doing college applications has. And then the 14-year-old, she's doing a lot of honors classes that she has homework for all summer. And we're like, okay, we've laid out some basics of your time. We're not going to get super specific with you as much. Like we're giving you some leeway, but we're saying like it would be good to, use this time that you have open during the day to just commit to making progress on your homework all summer or on your college applications all summer. You've got the time. We're giving you a little bit of structure so you don't sleep until noon every day this summer and then just sit on your phone. We're giving you some structure, which I will say, like, the 18-year-old, this is probably the most structured I've seen him be about his life so far in a summer. He really is getting after it. He's got 2 jobs that he's doing, plus he has been working on like writing a script and getting his filming done, and like I do think he's getting after it. But still, I was surprised when I was like, okay, this is the deal, we need you to be on board with the chores. Like, he was like, yeah, let's do it, let's make it happen, which I am so appreciative of. I think it makes a huge difference for us being able to just get traction in our life and with our home, and like having him be all in is really helpful. So that is kind of how we're structuring the summer. We're also trying to include a lot of fun things so they don't feel like it's just like, all annoying all summer. We're going to have like crafts that we mix in with that stuff. We're going to have movie nights, game nights, music nights. I'm going to take the younger kids to the library this evening so that they have books for their reading time. Like, we're really trying to make sure they feel good about it. On the weekends, we're trying to do fun things, go to the lake, go to like community events that are happening, go golfing, like have a lot going on so they don't feel like it just is kind of a sucky work summer. But the reality is that they do have parents who work and need to work and don't have endless funds to like be going on vacations and whatnot. So this is what we're doing, but we're going to make it fun and we're going to enjoy each other. And the more we're trying to really emphasize that idea of having a great attitude about it, because life is what you make it. And if you have a good attitude about it and you go into it like expecting the best, then you can get the best out of it. And that's something I feel like we really need to like be ringing that bell a lot to remind them that that is a really important part of it, that you can decide how you feel about it. You don't have to be like grumpy about it. And you stopped by your little art fest on Saturday for face painting. That's so fun. Yeah, we went golfing a few times. And then this coming weekend, we have a really big basketball tournament that happens in our city every year. It's called Hoop Fest, and my son and his best friend and his best friend's brother, they're actually, his best friend and best friend's brother moved away last summer, and they're flying back into town for Hoop Fest, and they're going to play together on a team, and it is jam-packed downtown. There are basketball courts everywhere. There's booths, there's food, there's a ton going on, and so we're so excited to just be able to go down there and have a ton of fun, and I think it's going to be a really good time. My parents live downtown, which is helpful because it's like within walking distance, so that can be kind of our main hub that we come back to, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we are doing that and trying to infuse the summer with fun while also having the structure so that we can make progress on some things and just keep our feet under us. So that is what we are doing. I hope that maybe showing you guys that was a little bit helpful in some way. Do you want to, before I go, I'll show you this crazy piece of art is what I'm going to say. Some of this stuff, especially like I've tried to put more of the structure of my day. And then this also includes like who's at what camps and who is working and all that kind of thing. I'm going to show you my Google Calendar because it looks crazy right now. Yeah, that's what that currently looks like. And that isn't even like all the parts of our schedule or anything. Those are just like the basic times that I try to work and appointments we have, and yep. Oh dang, I know, right? That is that. So this helps to keep me on track. That mixed with my planner, which is upstairs, where I just like daily do the write out of like, okay, what does this day need to look like? But that's what it's taking right now for me to stay on track and make sure that I'm making progress and getting traction to get things done. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm on to the next thing on my schedule, which is I need to go get in the shower. So I hope that you guys have a fantastic day today, and I will see you tomorrow morning over on Instagram. And if you are in Patreon, then I will be on around 8 o'clock this morning talking about something fabulous. I have not created that schedule yet for what the lives will be this week, but we meet on Patreon, patreon.com/livewelltogether every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for another live where we talk about planning and all kinds of things. So you can come join us over there if you haven't already. All right, have a wonderful day. Until tomorrow, go be bold and gracious. Bye.